What's going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have liked and sub, and let's get into this. I respect doubling down on failure as much as the next guy, but this is a bit ridiculous, and it's one of the problem with ideologically captured people is it's never enough. And even though you've infused it into everything, you still need a little more, a little more. But there isn't a little more because you've driven everyone off, including, before we get to the main subject, the longest running fan convention, Gallifrey. 38 years of actually being in service, and it's going away. So they've got one more time, and then it's closing down. 2028 is the last one, but that's it. The coverage of it is over. No one cares about Doctor Who. Even the holdouts you've ran off, and you certainly haven't brought in any new ones, because season 1 and almost assuredly 2 coming out on Disney Plus, the ratings are abysmal, and they've only gone down the toilet further and further. And hey, let's speed it up by just making it more gay. If he's gay, let's see it. Yeah, let's get murder in it. Turn everyone off. Maybe the California Straits. Yeah, this is a classic Who director, and when I say classic, I mean the man directed something in 1963 or whatever it was. So obviously this has gone super far downhill since Jodie Whittaker, Chris Chibnall, Jodie Whittaker, who we will lovingly call Dr. Karen, and then the specials, and it really went off the rails when, hey, everyone thought Russell T Davies was going to come back and course correct. And even though he was a gay man, he had some of the best episodes. And no, he took it right off the cliff. And of course, we got Rose's trans son, daughter lecturing Tennant about as a male representing daughter, you wouldn't, or a son, Jesus Christ, as a male representing doctor, you wouldn't understand. It was cringe. Here is Waris Hussein, who is best known for Doctor Who, directing the 1963 episode The Unearthly Child, and him saying, I'm curious about Russell T Davies thinking. Now remember, Russell T Davies thinking is that if you aren't writing LGBTQ in 2025, what are you even doing? That needs to be in everything. And he's shown that, but where's he taking the character? What's the mystery? If Russell T Davies has made the Doctor queer, is there reference to it? Yes, he's made out several people. Beautiful, long, gay kisses with crying. It was so stunning and brave. There should be curiosity among the people the Doctor meets. Oh yeah, especially when he goes back back in time. There's no point in saying, well, it doesn't matter. It does. Queerness matters. Queerness shapes you. I've grown up with that mentality. We know. I can't get rid of it. We know. So it must shape the Doctor. If he's gay, let's see it, but don't lose the mystery. If the burden of responsibility on Ncuti Gatwa is greater because he's the first black actor to lead the show, you think? Meanwhile, because there's nothing better than a flamboyant gay black man trolloping around through history. It wouldn't get you in trouble at all. Meanwhile, Gatwa has played the victim about the situation, of course, even though his casting was clearly a move made to push woke agenda. Yeah, he has said, I wouldn't be the only black lead that's taken over a sci-fi franchise that would have received that sort of treatment. I'd love to know what the other ones were. And obviously, it's just continuing to double down. They've got an so expensive episode coming up that's supposed to be like American Idol or something like that. I don't know. The trans writer, of course, bragging. It's the most ridiculous episode they've ever done and the most expensive. And that's the way they like it. Ridiculous and expensive and not making money. We already know the second season is locked in, will not be a third. Ncuti is not coming back. He's going to go off and do stage productions. And the last we heard is they were seriously considering, if not going to shelve it for 5 years minimum. And you wouldn't even see 5 years before they even start looking at making another one, meaning you wouldn't actually see any sort of Doctor Who for at least a decade. And honestly, at this point, yeah, think that's what we need to do. Why don't you just throw Star Wars and Star Trek and all the Frenches in there and just give a nice 5-year moratorium break? I know we're all getting older, but we need a bit of a reset. Maybe in that 5 years, writers can get a little bit of life experience as we timeline correct. By the time we come back, maybe they'll have a little bit more to draw from. Either way, until then, it's not looking good for Who. Let me know if you're even still trying to watch or if you never did. I don't know. Either way, make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And,
well, bye.